All right, guys. First thing we're gonna do, remove both service panels, the long and the small. Included in your kit is a Torx T30. Ridiculous. All right, stock panels off. We are very, very proud to introduce to you our BaseGate. And his friend, the OutPost. So you can see the footprint, the layout. We're going to go over the mounting process because it does involve some disassembly, some reassembly, some inserting of our slot nuts before you attach. So we're going to pause it right here, going to get everything prepped for that, come back, cover the super quick install. So now we've got everything laid out. We've shipped these L-tracks already installed, but we need to remove, believe it or not, this 41-inch piece because we mount the BaseGate to the Jeep underneath this L-track. So we've only secured it with these two outer M6x10 stainless steel screws. So what we're going to do is simply unscrew this like this, and we're going to lift out our 41-inch piece, which reveals two countersunk M6x30 screws here, which are included in this 8-pack. So the first thing we're going to do, with these guys out, we do all of this by hand. We start all threading by hand. We make sure that everything is aligned. And then we can see up here in the 11-inch parts, we left this these inner M6s out because we dropped straight through the L-track and into the Jeep. And you can see we do that with our 4mm. This is, again, also included in your toolkit. Now, we're going to kind of talk through some things here. So we get this guy, we get him lined up. There's a couple things we're going to cover with you, but first let's just secure these. And then ship separately are our two 6-inch end pieces, which again, the M6x30s drop straight down through the L-track into the truck. So before we do that, part of our Integate system are our specific slot nuts for the L-track. So however many of these you might have purchased, or however many Integate plates or accessories you might have purchased, before you install these, and you can always redo this later, it's not a big deal, but we just want you to put these in before, wherever you're going to configure your Integate plates, your accessories, etc. Map it out, drop in your slot nuts before you put these in, because these are fixed. We want these in there nested so that they don't work themselves out ever, and it's super heavy duty and you can torque on these things till no end. But you got to do it with these out. So pop out the couple of 4mm like so, drop them back in. So we do all this, and I want to show you this because we align all this before we attach anything. We align visually with our hands, okay? So everything is done. We don't tighten one down and then go to another one, because as you know, every plastic flexes. If it's colder, it's going to be, the holes are going to be tighter. If it's warmer, they're going to be out. So we just get this aligned. Pretty darn easy to do. We do it by hand. We do not use power tools. I don't care if you're a 30-year veteran of the trades. We do this by hand. We go manual. So now we're screwing it in, and then we're going to kind of go around. We recommend using blue Loctite. So get it in. Don't torque it all the way down. Get it snug and come in just a star pattern, just like on your wheels. Just come, hit them like so. Snug it up. And again, before you do your 11-inch pieces, if you need to pop them out and put some slot nuts in, do so now. And the same thing will hold true with the OutPost. But again, you just pop out the 4mm, which again we include. You can leave this in the truck. You've always got it ready. Come over here. And then after we've done that, let's say we put a few slot nuts into our 41-inch piece as well. So we'll drop in. Most guys are beta guys, or most of them are throwing 4 in this guy. But that's based on, again, if you're buying Integate plates, they all come with particular numbers of these slot nuts. So we're gonna pop 4 in here right now. And you just drop your 41-inch piece in. Then you grab the M6 by 10 millimeters, which will be included in a little bag with all of the other accessories. And we've already used a press brake, drop these T-nuts in on the underside. Again, same thing with these. We do it by hand. Do not get the Makita out. Do not get the Milwaukee. None of that stuff. This is a manual process. Hit all of these M10s with a little bit of blue Loctite, just a little bit. We probably won't ever take them out, but you may, because you know, new plates come about. Our platform remains stable though. Throughout the life of the BaseGate, we will always hold true to our M8 inserts so that those will remain. You will never be stuck with old product. We're designed and built by engineers who loathe obsolescence and not being able to service in the field old parts. So you have our promise there that everything we ever design and build will be field serviceable for decades, or at least until we die. We're all in our mid-40s, so God willing, we got 30 more years. Boom. So with that, the primary BaseGate is installed, and as you can see, we take our slot nuts and we can run them anywhere in the track, so that as we position our indicate plates, which we'll cover here in the next video, we align our accessories wherever we need them fixed, pivoted, or secured. So with that in mind, we're gonna pause. It's hot, I'm gonna have some water. We're gonna come back and we're gonna blow your mind with inserting 4 screws into the outpost, securing it to the Jeep's tailgate. Wrapping this up, maybe you even started with the outpost, but we're gonna do something here. Just gonna show you again. We start with our fingers. These are M6s, Jeep, Ram, they all spec these M6s. So we've obviously mirrored that. We see these cross-threaded from the factory. If yours were cross-threaded, tap them out, clean them up. If you don't know how to do that, call your buddy. Oh no. Run these down. Again, snug, little blue Loctite. Because once this is in, it doesn't ever need to come out, the outpost. Once she's nested, that's it. She's gonna live here till the dawn of time. Again, we build these by hand. They come off a CNC, but we hand assemble these. So, and this is going in your tailgate. It's gonna get beat to hell. It's supposed to. This is marine grade HDPE. This is 6061 aluminum extrusions, anodized in an architectural coating. It's still gonna scratch. It's still gonna, you know, just be susceptible to you beating the hell out of your truck. So, you know, if you drop something on it, hell, it should be scratched up. This center plate especially, which we'll cover in a second, we anodized this. This is 6061 aluminum, and nested underneath this are 520-pound neodymium magnets to make this entire plate effectively magnetic. So here's your Jeep screws. So for those of you that are out there working in the field or hell, fishing, whatever you need, having this magnetic plate is incredible. It's gonna get scratched up. It's anodized. We looked at powder coating it. It compromised the magnetism. Maybe we'll redesign it in a decade, probably not. So coming with the BaseGate are the 5 magnets. So this is kind of an intro launch feature, as well as these color matched O-rings, which give you absolutely endless versatility in terms of tying and securing cargo, mountain bikes when the gate's up, supplementing our Inigate system, which we'll cover in other videos. But this is what's included with your BaseGate. The outpost is optional, but every one of our Jeep customers has gone with this. So, but this is what you get for your Gladiators. This is the spec gate system for your Gladiator. And again, it's comprised of the BaseGate, the outpost, and then a series of plates that secure, that pivot, that fix, that mount anything in your war chest to give a secure, versatile workspace. Super solid, heavy duty, beast stuff. We can tow the truck with this. It's bolted to the truck. I tied a hammock to mine. I tied a hammock off of this, trying to break it, didn't work. So, didn't break, I should say. So we're gonna pause it there. We're gonna kind of revisit some other options with the Inigate system, but welcome to SpecGate, ladies and gentlemen.